Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 12th of October. With Robert Murray McShane, we read Psalms 99, 100 and 101. Psalm 100, a great song of singing praise to God. But I'm picking up on two verses from Psalm 99 and Psalm 101. In verse 4 of Psalm 99, the psalmist looks at the king and says, "The king is mighty. He loves justice. You have established equity. In Jacob you have done what is just and right." And here he is holding up the leadership, political leadership, and saying, this is where justice and righteousness and equity is established, with the leadership. And if the king is doing that, he is doing well. And I thought that's really what we need in South Africa, particularly, but all around the world. We need leaders that are going to love justice and will establish equity. We don't find that all that often, but that is the desperate need we have. But at the same time, it's often quite easy to defer to the leaders and say, it's their responsibility. The country's in a bit of a mess because look at the leadership. It's all their fault. But in Psalm 101 and from verse 3, the psalmist writes, I hate what faithless people do. I will have no part in it. The perverse of heart shall be far from me. I will have nothing to do with what is evil. And just that notion, I will have no part in what evil people do. And it's so easy to get caught up in the evil in society. And on more than one occasion, I've been doing something and the person said, buying something or paying for a service. And they said, well, if you pay me cash, you can have it for X amount. If you want to charge it to a card, it's going to be 15% more or something. Well, they have to pay bank charges on the card, but also if it's cash, it doesn't go through the books and they don't pay tax on it and all those other crooked things. And it's very tempting to get the discount that is offered by supporting what is evil. And I spoke to a friend who was on her way to the airport, pressed for time, stopped by the cops, who suggested that this was going to take a long time to sort out and we'd have to go to the police station. Clearly the cop knew that she was on her way to catch a flight, and suggested that whatever she has in her wallet, fold it up small and pass it to him, which she did. She was desperate. She needed to catch the plane. But that's the challenge. We get caught up in what is evil. We feed the system. We support it, sometimes unwillingly, but sometimes it is our own fault that we're doing it because we gain advantage as well. And that's how evil works. So we need to be praying for the leadership of the country, that they will love justice. And we need to be walking day by day, like David did in the psalm, hating what faithless people do and having no part in it, so that we too are contributing to an improved South Africa. Be challenged, be encouraged to do that. And as we follow God, we know that we are blessed.